I'm going to be having a chat with Precious Deji-Omolere. She's a graduate from Ladoke Akintala University of Technology at Ogbomoso, and she has served our father's land. She has done our 1 year NYSC. She beautifully narrated our 1 year experience as a corp member in the northern part of Nigeria in the midst of the pandemic, and it was a beautiful read. And I thought I should bring her here and we can just have a chat and film it, and I hope you enjoy it. Our book description, if you want to download it, not if you, make sure you download it. It's a beautiful read. It's in the description box below. Just click on it under the sun and you will download it, and in less than 1 hour you're done reading it. But I can guarantee that it's going to be a fantastic experience, a fantastic read for everyone. And so we are going to be going right into the chat. First of all, I want to say that book was amazing. Under the sun. Wow. Well done. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, what was going through your mind when you thought about writing your experience?
Thank you for that. And what really happened was, there was a day I was in school. It was on a Monday. So I was in the staff room. And somehow I was just thinking, because I'm this kind of person that I always love to make impact, just do something different. And writing is my thing. You know, you like to talk. I don't like talking like that, so I prefer to write.
Okay.
So that day I felt like, okay, what can I do? And besides, I had a blog, and it's been longer I wrote something on the blog. So I felt like, okay, what can I do to just compensate myself and feel like, okay, I'm doing well. And, you know, over time, being in class, I've experienced different things with my students and the way they do, the way they behave. You know, it's always touched my heart that, okay, what can we do to make things better?
Yeah.
The thought just came that, okay, why not talk about your experience? And I felt like, okay, should I not? And then the thought of, would it even make sense? Would people like it? Would it be worth it?
Yeah.
But okay, if I think of this thing too much, I might not really want to do it. So I didn't even bother. Immediately, I started writing,
Okay.
like almost immediately. So that was when I wrote the first, I think the preface of when I said 11:48 p.m. I started writing this. That was that instant I wrote that. And then I wrote the first part 1. I said, okay, I'm doing this.
So, and tell me the process. Was it stressful, you know, remembering all of those memories? And how were you able to do it? I think at the end you were like, you did everything on your phone. You typed everything on your phone. And so many people have this limiting belief, or that, oh, I can't do it because I don't have a system. I can't do it because how many people will publish it, you know, all of those limiting beliefs.
So I've been used to typing on my phone, writing on my phone.
Okay.
So it was already very easy for me to do that. And when I started, I didn't even know that I would remember all the memories, so to say. So just coming, it kept on coming. And, you know, when I decided to sit down and write, just, oh, this one happened, oh, this one happened, then put it together. It was easy for me because it is my thing. Although at some point, yeah, it's my thing. At some point, I felt like, oh, getting a system could actually make this thing easier.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't want any limitation. When will I get a laptop? Because it was something I wanted to do, and I was not ready to let anything to hinder that.
I like that. I like that. It was something you wanted to do, and because it was part of your nature, it was just like, what am I waiting for? I can't wait forever for this. That is beautiful. So most of the time, what is meeting us is just our mindset, or because we are not ready yet. Once we're ready for what we want to do, we will get to work. Another experience I had was in JSS1 class. When I entered the class for the first time, it's usual to relate with the student, get to know them more, and the way they reason. That way, I would have an idea of how to teach them. I asked few questions and got funny replies. The first person said, I want to become an hospital. And these are meant to be JSS1 students, where in this part of the world, JSS1 students are competing
globally, they are competing internationally, and there they are
Yes.
saying they want to be an hospital. When I was reading it, I didn't know I had to laugh or to feel so much pain. Because later on, and what if God wants me to become an Okada rider or a suya seller? Like this mindset in the North, how do you think we can battle it? How do you think we can? Because a couple going there, it's even affecting their psychology. Because you go there, you work for less than 1 year, and they gain attachment to you. And in 1 year you leave, another person come, they would develop another attachment with the person. The person's system of teaching will be different from yours. The way the person care about them will be totally different from yours. So how do you think we can help this? We can on the Nigerian system, or we as individual can help bridge this gap, this educational gap. Like in my head, I'm thinking, God, where will this lady start from? If somebody is saying they want to become a saloon, seriously, where do you even want to start teaching the person?
For me, I believe when we talk about education in the North, it's something that has been there like that for a long while, for years. It's not just about something that started yesterday. Now, it is something that involves everybody. I don't even want to say that government, although government has a major role in controlling this thing. So everybody is involved. And we find it can take time, because it's just like cancer. It has gone so far, when it gets to like stage 3 or stage 4, for you understand. Now it involves the government playing their role, the community playing their role, the parents. Now, for instance, I'm from Southwest, and let's say you're at home, everybody knows that you're supposed to be in school.
Yeah.
Even if your parents are not saying anything, people around you,
Yeah.
your neighbor, Precious, you're not going to school, what are you doing at home? I didn't think I did so much like that, but I was able to address the things I saw. So if each corpers that passed through a particular school can do that, you see something that is wrong, you try and correct it in your own way. Talk to them, maybe just do something. It doesn't have to be that big, but the little you can do can actually make a difference.
Your part 7, the title of that part is Shitty Registration. Girl, when
that one. Oh God, that's great.
I liked it immediately, because oh my goodness, every part of my body was like, yes, like why yes. Nigerian registration system is a whack. Our registration system in this country is terrible.
So I believe for that, we need to have structures. A lot of things are not really in place in this Nigeria. Like, we have a long way to go. So many things. Where do we want to start from? And I believe the reason for this is because we don't really care about people like that. Yeah. Because if you care about people, there's a way you will treat them. So that's the first thing. When we learn to value ourselves, the way we feel, our emotional state, mental state, because that thing can be mentally draining.
That 10 months, I figured why camp stress got the best of me. Yes, it was the weather. They mixed something with this weather.
That was on the
chloroquine. Why, you're so funny. You said it was amazing.
What they told us was NYSC is meant to stress you, and one of the purposes for which was established is so that under any circumstances or wherever you find yourself, you'll be able to fit. And that is the suffering mentality, because at the end of the day, I don't think these things work. I mentioned in the book that I graduated from a school that will stress you.
Yeah.
So I felt like, okay, wherever I get to, I should be. So what happened to me that I could not still cope? So that means that philosophy is not actually right. People don't have to suffer.
You said that you were able to write your HRM and HSE exam. Please, can you break what is the HRM and what is HSE?
Okay. First of all, I had to make some correction. I had to write it in full. So I re-uploaded it on the blog.
Okay.
So that for those that will see later. So HRM is Human Resource Management. And HSE is Health, Safety and Environment. They are professional courses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were able to write that with just your alawi of 33,000.
Yes.
How were you able to say towards
Thank
that
you.
and read and combine everything?
It's always good to have plans before you do anything. So I had plans before going for service that, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. So at that point, I was not collecting money from home again. So I was on my own. I was just feeding on the 33,000. And by the time you enter market twice, the money has finished.
Yeah.
Things are very, very expensive.
Yeah.
So I felt like, okay, I'm not going to die. Even if I spend, it's just a month Alawi I use. I think I did the courses for less than 30,000 naira.
Oh, really?
It was less than 30,000. Yes, because they subsidized it for corpers. So I had to maximize the opportunity. So that was why it helped. So I had a plan that this is what I want to do, and then God helped me. I was able to do it. There was no magic to it.
You were like Oluwa Delta, Jesus Delta, Oluwa Delta. So how do you feel about the divine positioning? Do you think you going to that state to serve, do you think it's divine orchestration and divine positioning?
Yes, I believe in divine positioning. You know what they say about being at the right place at the wrong time, or being at the wrong place at the right time. So I believe God ordered my step, because even before I was deployed at all, I pray that God should order my step too, where I'll be able to serve my nation, serve God, do something with my life, enjoy the time. And I believe God answered my prayer, so there was no need for me to actually redeploy. It is one of the greatest experiences I would say I've ever had in my little stay on earth, and I believe that is just the beginning. I want to say that we have a lot of problems in this world, and we all have the responsibility to provide solutions. Enough of complaining that, okay, this is wrong. What can you do about it? What little thing can you do about it? We can change a slice of the world, even though we might not be able to change everything all at once. But what little thing can you do? What difference can you make in your society, in your community, in your church, amidst your family members, your friends, your peer groups? A lot of things that we can do, but it takes passion, imagination, ideas, will, and some effort to actually bring a change that we want to see. So my word for you is, be the change that you want to see. Let us start from you. Change yourself to be a better person, and try to make a change wherever you find yourself.
Thank you so much for watching this video.